Hi, everyone. Well, I'm so excited to see you. Long time no seen. My name is Dyagileva. I'm a founder of Teachers Love Edu. And I just want to kick off this session with a really regular question here. What country, city you are tuning from? What is your teaching role? And today we are discussing such a meaningful topic. I just want to say that I missed you so much. This is the very first thing that I want to say. And please share how are you these days? And I'm really excited to present Manuela Correia, who is she's really amazing, inspiring educator, and she's a music teacher in Portugal. She began her professional career at the age of 17, and I can't wait to invite Manuela right now. Hello, Manuela. How are you?
Hello. Nice to be here. Thanks for the
Hi.
invitation.
Check this out. We've got the same T-shirt from the Skype in the classroom, and I just want to say that Manuela has a degree in music education and piano, and I can see that my mom is here. Hi, mom. My mom, she can play the piano too, and it's really fantastic. Yeah. So we also have got Taruna, and wow, she's from
From
India.
India.
I'm so excited
India.
to see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know her.
And Vinny, how are you? We're the part of the same Glean project. She's from Taiwan. And Nina is here. She is from Georgia. And Alisa, this is my student. Hi, Alisa. Yeah, thank you for joining us. And Carmen is here. Thank you so much for keep tuning to our session. And there is one Facebook user from Kenya. Thank you so much. If you're joining from Facebook, don't forget to type your name, so that's how we can know who you are. And also, you can add your Twitter handles if you've got any. There is Ara from Mexico. So Manuela is the founder of Literacy, a project devoted to raising awareness of hazards of plastic pollution. That's why today's discussion is so meaningful. So Manuela, I just want to pass the stage to you.
Okay.
And yeah, good luck.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone watching. Thank you for sparing your time to be with us today. And thank you, Anna, for the kind invitation to let me talk about this plastic threat we are all facing, and I'm really passionate about this issue. All this started with a Nigerian teacher asking me to talk about this problem to her students. So I came up with this idea of creating a lesson, a Skype lesson, to address this problem, to raise awareness to this problem. And since then, in 2017, that's when I created this lesson. I've been in hundreds of classrooms worldwide, and I've met fantastic educators. So I can say I'm a bit proud with what I'm doing, and I'm so glad to meet so wonderful people out there. So literacy is another step. It's something that puts everything together. That's the name of another project I developed, and I think you will understand later the meaning of that word. So let's start with getting to know the problem. What is the problem we are facing? What are the global challenges affecting us that we need to know about? Let's start with the history, a little bit of history. Some people may think that plastic is a new product, something modern of the 21st century or something, but it's not. As you can read, we need to go back to the 19th century, and only in 1907, last century, this inventor, Wakelet, created Bakelite. Okay, it was the very first kind of plastic commercially successful. And this led to many, many improvements, many advances in all sorts of industries, engineering, during the war. effort as well. Technology, as you can read, everything now seems to be made of plastic. So all of a sudden, after the mid-50s, we went from this, when we had our jars in glass or our cutlery in metal or wood, our china, and all of a sudden we went from this to this. So now many stuff we use, we wear, come from oil, and that's the problem. Okay, now we are inventing more and more stuff made of plastic, more and more packaging mostly, and that's a big problem we are all facing today, because all that plastic is still somewhere on the planet. Let's watch this short video. I'm putting this forward for a while, and I forgot to put this on the big screen. So you can see this is an island called Henderson Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And it's completely disgusting what we're seeing. Fishing nets, buoys, broken down plastic, all sorts. So it's a nightmare. And you probably wouldn't believe if I tell you that this was once considered a World Heritage Site. Can you imagine a World Heritage Site looking like that? It's a nightmare. So you're seeing the location of this island here in the middle of nowhere on the Pacific Ocean. It's not close to Australia or to any other continent. So why is the island so dirty? It's a desert island, by the way. No one lives there. So why is it so dirty? Okay. And you're probably guessing right now that most of the plastic washes up with the ocean. And you're right. But as far as I know, fish don't use plastic. So that plastic comes from land. Most of the plastic in the ocean comes from land. And that's the problem, okay? You're probably asking again, well, maybe people living on the coastline, the coast side, are dirty people as well. So it's our fault, like myself. I live on a seaside town. Well, in that case, I wouldn't agree. Everyone, including people living miles and miles away from the ocean, their plastic garbage can still reach the ocean, because it goes with the wind. It can go down to drains, to rivers, and it will end up in the ocean someday. Then it will be carried away by these currents. All the oceans have currents like these ones you're seeing now, which are very important. They bring the nutrients from one place to the other to feed the animals, but they also bring the debris. The plastic captures some toxins and also some invasive species. So it's a big problem, not only the plastic, but what comes with the plastic as well. So we have a big problem. These currents help the plastic, they trap the plastic in the middle. Some will sink, like the plastic next to the Mariana Trenches, the deepest places on Earth, and some will stay on the surface or close to the surface, breaking down over time. That's a big problem. So we are just seeing the tip of the iceberg, and we don't really care, okay? We don't really care. We are just accustomed to see pictures like this one. We like to see this on supermarkets. Looks good, doesn't it? All these well-organized shelves with all sorts of packaging. We wrap everything on plastic, like vegetables or fruit, even fruit and vegetables, natural products. We are wrapping in plastic. because it's comfortable, it's weighed in already. But even those apples you see on top here, they are covered in plastic as well. Some people made some experiments, peeling out those, scratching this part of the apple, and they turned some fire there, and it burned. So that's plastic too. That's a problem. The packaging is very comfortable. The plastic made our life a lot easier, okay? Because we can bring everything anywhere, like the food, we can eat wherever we want. We don't have to wash the dishes later. When we have parties at home, we can just throw away everything into a bag and that's it. So plastic is really, really a very good product. You know, it can be transparent, we can mold it, it can come in different colors, we can shape it. Very, very easy to produce, and also very, very easy to throw away. And that's the problem, okay? Where is all that plastic? Where is it? It's still here somewhere, like you're seeing now on these pictures. Maybe you've seen this in some place next to you. I don't know. So it's really, really scary what's happening. And what is more scary is we are complacent. I'm forgetting the word. So we don't care. We are so disconnected with this. We are so accustomed to see the plastic debris wherever it is that we don't really care. Okay, and we are drowning. Our planet is literally drowning in plastic. But this is not a really easy issue to tackle, and we can't solve this problem by just collecting the garbage. This is a very complicated problem to solve that involves many, many fronts. So we need rules, we need bans, we need legislation, we need everybody on board to help this. It's connected to poverty, it's connected to education. It's a really serious problem we're facing. Like you see that this is a very sad picture, this one. People are struggling to survive by collecting some of the discarded bottle boxes, plastic bottles that we are discarding so easily, and they are just earning a few cents a day by collecting those from the piles there. So it's about time to rethink plastic. What can we do to save the ocean, to save our planet, to save ourselves? What we are forgetting here is that we are the ones needing the nature. We are the ones needing a healthy ocean. We are the ones needing a healthy forest. And guess what? We are killing both. We are destroying both. So we are in a bit of a mess. And it's time we rethink this way of living, this comfortable way of living. Okay? So let's go to some numbers. We need to know the problem. Otherwise, we won't change, okay? So some numbers. 8 million, 9 million, some articles say already 12 or even more tons of plastic being dumped in the ocean every year. That's more or less the same as if one truck loaded with plastic is dumping the plastic in the ocean every minute. Okay, can you imagine that? Every minute. And half of that plastic, we used it just once, one time, and then we throw it away. So this single-use culture, this throwaway culture is not okay. Is not okay. It's about time. We need to rethink what we're doing. Because remember, our plastic, our garbage, whatever it is still here in one shape or form somewhere on the planet, piling up probably on some landfill. what these are just some numbers, some other ideas of this craziness, like the billions of plastic bags. Most of them we use just for minutes. The plastic straws, the something we don't need. Okay, unless we have a disability or a disease, we don't need straws at all. And if we do, okay, let's find some alternatives: bamboo, metal, whatever. And they won't be recycled. Items like these ones, so small, they won't be recycled. They can't be. They are too expensive to even bother recycling. Did you know that only 1 or 2 pieces out of 10 is really recycled? Even the ones we put in the bin, only 1 out of 10 is going to be recycled. So that's another problem. Recycling is very expensive, is very demanding. It takes a lot of time because of those beautiful properties. Remember, I told you about it, plastic being flexible, transparent, in different colors, hard or flexible. So all these good properties make it hard to separate, and only then we can recycle. So it's not an easy task to do. And for me, this is probably the most scary thing of all, microplastics. Because microplastics, in the first place, for those who probably don't know or may not know, microplastics are little pieces of plastic that broke over time. Okay, because of the acidity in the ocean or the sun or the time, it starts breaking the plastic in tiny pieces. When it becomes so small, like these little rocks you see here, or even smaller, like a grain of rice or sand, or little pieces even smaller that we can only see with a microscope, it changes the name. So it becomes microplastics. And now, unfortunately, microplastics are everywhere. Okay, everywhere, not only in the ocean, but also in rivers. Therefore, in the water we drink, it's raining down from the sky. It was found in remote mountains, falling down like rain. It was found in the Arctic snow. It was found in the penguins in Antarctica. It was found in human placenta. Some volunteers donated their placenta after delivering the babies, and it was found there too. So
God.
that's a big, big problem we're facing. Okay.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, microplastics are a nightmare. What we still don't know, scientists don't know, is the effect on human health. They are still learning, performing more and more tests and studies to really know or understand the impact of microplastics in human bodies. I know that on fish, microplastics can jump into the bloodstream or into cells and affect the animal's behavior. But that is not yet studied in humans. So that's, for me, the scariest thing of all. A personal opinion, just me. I didn't read this in any place, just my thoughts. Maybe all this this number of cancer cases, maybe they are already connected to the presence of microplastics. Who knows? So I'm not a scientist. I don't know. It's just a thought. What we do know for sure is what is happening to animals all over the world. Doesn't matter the species or the size, they are affected. They are getting hurt. They are suffering nightmares. They have scars. They are suffering. They are agonizing in excruciating ways. It's a nightmare what's happening all over the place, all over the planet. You see this? This is just one of those things, useless, that we use, that we invented just to make our life easier. Because instead of doing 6 movements to pick 6 cans of soda, for instance, or beer, we just do one movement and we take 6 cans at a time. And what is going to happen to all this? Are we reusing this? No. And this is creating a big, big pain on animals all over. So cut it. Okay, when you have anything that is round, looking like a ring, a plastic ring, cut it. Even if you put it in the bin, cut it. We never know where it's going to end up. Okay, and so we are familiar with these pictures. Turtles and other animals trying to swallow because they get fooled. They think it's jellyfish, for instance, and it's not. So they suffocate. They get entangled on fishing nets. So they just wait, starving to death. Got stuck inside the box. Birds fighting over plastic. We see mama bird feeding the baby with a little piece of a rope. So they are killing their own babies. For as beautiful as this picture is, how sad is it too, right? It's disgusting and painful to watch all this. Some people may be thinking right now, well, it's the birds' fault. They are stupid. They are dumb. They shouldn't be eating that in the first place. Well, they are not dumb. They don't understand what plastic is. So if they see it in the nature, they eat it. They like the colors. They like the smell. Okay? So that's a big problem. And it's not their fault. It's our fault. Okay? Our fault.
Oh
We should not leave our planet and our animals, the animals that also inhabit this planet. We don't have that right to make things like this happen. You know, it makes me really, really sad, and I'm getting emotional now.
Oh my gosh, so yeah.
Yeah, and not even majestic animals like this whale you're seeing here are freed from this insanity. What you can read there is a whale found dead for eating plastic. That's an article on some magazine. So it's really crazy. And not even animals on land are safe, because guess what? Our plastic, we leave it anywhere, pretty much anywhere. Okay, so we are in a big mess. We are in a big problem. All the waste we created could go around the earth 4 times. Can you imagine? 4 times. And some people say this could be a possibility, some don't. By 2050, it's possible that there will be more more plastic than fish in the sea. We don't know. What we do know is that the planet, ourselves, we are drowning in plastic.
Oh my gosh.
So we should take care of that, take action and do something. Otherwise, we'll be doomed. Okay? And old people like me, we don't have so many years like young people on this planet if we go the natural course of things. But we should all take action and try to solve this problem. Take this in our hands, okay? What can we do?
Absolutely.
What can we do? First thing, I think it's important to acknowledge the problem. No one will move a finger unless we think what we're doing is wrong, right? So the United Nations, they came up with all these goals to address some problems they found on the planet and in our societies. And you see some connected to the life in the ocean or on land, climate change, etc. But number 12 is also very important: responsible consumption and production. I will try to explain you why that number 12 is also very important in this regard, okay? What you can do later or now, you can follow that QR code or that link that Anna will provide when possible.
I can do it
And
right now if you don't mind. Yeah. To the
okay,
Wakelet collection. Yeah.
okay, it's a collection, a world collection we are creating with all kinds of stuff that you find in your life, at home, at school, wherever, that is made of plastic. Okay, and you'll be surprised. Look around, take a closer look to anything that you own or wear, and you will be surprised with the amount of things that have plastic on it. Okay, so do that when you can. The other task, if you can, is to go around outside if possible. Because of the pandemic, we don't know if all people can go outside. But when possible, try to do this other task, and look for plastic garbage on the streets, in the woods, on a beach, wherever. Okay, take pictures of that, and then put it on this put it in the bin, and then post your photo there on that collection too. Don't forget, if you do that, don't forget to mention the name of your country and your town, because it's very, very interesting to see where all those pictures come from. Okay, and then you can go down and see the big collection already there. And we all have the same problem. Doesn't matter whether we are in Malaysia or Thailand or Australia or Canada or Europe somewhere, or Africa or Brazil, for instance, so we're
Yeah.
all in this together, so we can all be part of the solution. Okay, and I've mentioned some of those things already, I guess. So it's also very important to put the plastic in the bin. Okay, one thing very easy: carrying our own bag. Why not? I have a lot of cloth bags I carry with me. When I stop on sharing my screen, maybe you can see those. And I don't need a plastic bag from the store whenever I decide to go shopping. You see, I carry those on my cloth bag. And I'm choosing reusable bottles of water. They take longer, and I can refill those many, many times for years. But we have another problem, because if I don't turn off the tap when I have an overflood at home, it doesn't matter if I'm cleaning the floor. You know what I mean? So what I have to do first is to stop using so much plastic in the first place. So reducing and refusing is the big word. That's the big answer. Whenever possible, try to choose anything that is wrapped or packed in paper, card, or glass, or even metal, instead of plastic. Okay, if possible, because we know not always is possible, but when possible, try to make wise choices of products. You are sending a signal. When you buy something, you are sending a signal to the producers and to the retailers. What you are saying basically is that you like that product. So if you stop buying that, you are sending a signal. You are saying, I don't want this article coming in this kind of packaging, for instance. Okay, so that's another option. Polyethylene, this big word you see here, it's man-made microplastics, and they come in beauty products or detergents, for instance. So if you read this on the composition of a product, don't buy it. Okay. Many people say no to plastic straws. Why did I choose to put that there? Because it's an easy way, it's an easy first step. But you don't need to go with plastic straws if you're not using them. You are not starting to use plastic straws to then refuse plastic straws. You know what I mean? So choose something to change in your home. What could it be? Plastic bottles? Okay. Let's change. Let's buy a reusable bottle and stop buying plastic bottles. Okay. What about plastic bags? Okay, let's stop using plastic bags and use cloth bags. Something small. Okay. I'm not like those people, even though I admire what they're doing, the zero waste people. I think it's kind of difficult to have such radical change in our lives. So I would say maybe we could go small steps, baby steps. Choose something small in your life and change it. Okay, and then you will feel compelled to do the rest because that worked. Okay, and you feel okay. So maybe you can address something else. Now I'm changing this or I'm changing that. A toothbrush, okay, could be a good idea too. You can use some bamboo toothbrush instead. Maybe you will find those in your home, in your town. Who knows? Okay, so many alternatives we can do. I can talk about some more later when I finish this kind of conversation. So what can you do to campaigns? You can organize a cleanup brigade. Why not? Gather your family or your friends during the weekend if you can go out and pick up some garbage somewhere. It will help. Okay, but as I said, education is also very important. So try to raise awareness. Organize some assembly in your school. Do it online if you can. Why not? Create a movie about this problem. Create some artwork. I'm remembering another teacher from Nigeria created this beautiful big fish with some the mouth was opened and some plastic inside. Very engaging photo he sent me with that. So think what is your strength and use it to help raise awareness, because as I said, I believe by only people will only change when they know the problem. Okay, when they get to know the problem. But I'm not naive. I know we can't solve this problem alone. We need our governments, we need bans, we need legislation, we need the companies with us, everybody on board. But if we on our side demand change, they will change, make change happen a lot faster. Okay, so another way of helping is to collaborate, as we are doing today. Sort of, we are talking, we are discussing all these issues together. So I say that together we can make a difference. And I had some examples of some initiatives I did myself and some other people also did. I like this quote very much. Now we need to know what's happening in the entire planet, but we can't solve what's happening in the entire planet. So we just concentrate on our neighborhood, in our town, in our community. You know, that's how we are going to help. For instance, by doing projects. I'm a European teacher, so I am part of eTwinning, which is a community for schools in Europe. Teachers can join for free, and then we can develop projects, any project about whatever topic, with other European teachers. That's what I did related to these environmental issues. So the one in the middle, A Voyage of Sea Discovery, you are seeing Fabien Cousteau, the oceanographer. And we were the only school in my town, in my country, to had the chance to talk to him back in 2014, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
While he was underwater during his mission 31, he was trying to surpass his grandfather's record of being down the ocean for 30 days. So he was there for 31. And he was connecting with schools all over the world, and some hundred and something schools around the world. And we, my school, we were the lucky ones to have that chance. For 30 minutes, that guy was talking to us about his work. He showed us around the aquarium
Wow, you're
where
so
he was.
lucky.
Unbelievable. For free. For
Oh my
free.
gosh.
My God. So it was connected to that project that was all about the sea, learning about the sea. Plastic was all about plastic. And that's where I learned about this problem. The plastic is posing to us all. And literacy, this one on my right, is a mixture of both. Okay, so we are dealing with litter at sea and other threats the ocean is facing, and also literacy, learning about the
Yeah.
sea. Okay, and I had another one called climate news, with a small part component related to this subject too. Okay, so maybe you can ask your teachers to create some projects, not only twinning, but if they hear, probably they know some other global educators that they can join. You can also choose social media, not only Skype, but Zoom, and any other platform, YouTube, Instagram, etc., to talk about this problem, to raise awareness, as I said. So I created all those platforms, an account on all those platforms, like a website. We have a Wakelet collection. We are on starting on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and these are just a few of the hundreds of
Mm.
classrooms that I visited. And
Yes. Yeah.
teachers, many times, they send me their feedback. And it's very encouraging to see what they are doing. Fantastic stuff.
Because you
Related,
inspire them. Because
yeah,
you're full of inspiration. Thank you so much. Yeah, I
and
just
they inspire me with their feedback. It's very
yes,
important,
yes,
sharing.
sure.
That's why what we're doing today is also very important. And sharing anything that we decide to do in this regard is also very important. You can also join local groups to do some cleanup or raise awareness, etc. Or you can just talk to your neighbors and do some little actions yourself. I say little actions do matter. And why? Because you see, I'm just one person, but I'm avoiding, I don't know, uh, hundreds of plastic bags after a year. If I'm not going to the supermarket bringing their plastic bags, I'm reusing my cloth bag over and over again. So I'm sparing the environment all those plastic bags. So same purpose, less plastic. This is another example. I used to buy, we are coffee lovers, by the way, in Portugal, and many people have an espresso machine at home. So I usually bought a card box filled with these sockets, and they have a little disc that we put on the espresso machine to
Mm.
take our espresso. And one day, my son that lives in London came home and he told me, "Mom, why are you using that coffee? It's you're doing so much waste." And I said, "Well, the other one makes a mess in the kitchen. I don't like it." But then that started resonating on my mind. And now I changed. Now I bring my own can to the shop, and they put the coffee directly inside the can, and I
Wow.
bring it on my bag, cloth bag. So I'm not using those sockets anymore. You may be thinking, well, one socket, who cares? But do the math. Let's see. If I drink one coffee a year, it would be 365 or six bags into the waste bin, right? But I don't drink one, I drink three. So do the math. A little over 1,000 bags I'm not wasting anymore. You see, that's our thinking. That's how we need to be thinking about all this problem. It's not one thing that is the difference. It's the combination of all those after time and multiplied by many people around the world that is going to create the difference. Okay, that's how we are going to change. And there are plenty of ways to say no to plastic, like some you're seeing here that you can't read probably. But many changes we can do, little changes we can do that will certainly have an impact in the world. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your time. I don't know if you have any comments or not. What I would like you to do now, if you can, is to grab your phone and you can scan this QR code, or you can write this on any browser, menti.com, and write this code without the space in between the numbers. Okay, and then we can have a discussion and talk a little bit about anything that you may want to ask me. So, what
So,
should I
Manuela,
do, Anna?
I'm sorry for interrupting. Yeah, you were asking about the comments. There's so many comments, and you're, oh my gosh, by myself, I just kind of express how much I'm inspired by all your actions, suggestions, ideas, and my Russian is about to come up because when I'm so emotional. Oh my gosh, this is a fantastic. It was amazing, inspiring speaker from Nirmala Devi, and also there are so many great comments from Winnie, from my students as well, from the teachers across the globe. Wow, from the Facebook users who are watching us live.
Thank you.
Absolutely incredible, amazing. And I have shared with the link to menti.com. So you can just follow this link and you can answer these questions. Yes. So are there some comments? Yeah, that our viewers, they need to answer this question. Yep.
I don't know if you can see me because I can't.
Yeah, we can see you. I can make you like bigger on the bigger
Okay,
screen. Yeah, you can
so
showcase everything.
I just want to show you our mascot. This was
Wow.
created in Romania. I have an Erasmus project, which is another European thing, funded by the European Union, and the partners there, they created this for another project we are developing. And I liked it so much that now I'm using it as a mascot for this project. And why do I like the octopus? Because they are really, really bright creatures, clever creatures, very intelligent, and they have many arms. You see there? So we need to be wise, and we need all the help, all the arms we can get on board to help sort this problem. Okay, so this is Otto, the octopus, and that's our mascot. And thank you to our Romanian friends. Paul Ursuta is one of them, the leader of the Romanian team, and they created this beautiful creature and I'm using it now. The colors of my country are these ones. I don't know if you can see me. So these are some beauty.
Yeah, we can see.
And if you read on the little composition, sometimes you can read polyethylene. Okay, man-made microplastics. Don't buy it. If you can use your yogurt, for instance. I stopped buying yogurt coming in plastic cups. I only buy it when they come in glass. Okay, but this is not a prime necessity, and I can do it. If I don't buy it this week, I can buy it the next one, or don't buy it at all. So no problem coming because of these choices. So if possible, you can do something of the sort. This is a bamboo toothbrush. You see?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you can find one of these in your hometown, who knows. And another thing that is very interesting is this. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right direction. This is
Yeah.
shampoo, okay? And it looks like a soap. It is a soap, but it's shampoo. It was created to be used on the hair, sorry. Okay, and it doesn't come inside a plastic bottle. And you know what? I couldn't find this in my town, and I kept asking on this shop, and maybe the man was thinking, well, this is a crazy woman asking for solid shampoo. What is that? But now they have it. Okay,
Yeah.
the first ones
Yeah.
I found were in France and in Germany, but now I can buy this in my hometown. So it's worth asking. Another thing you can do is to change your leftovers containers. The ones I had were made of plastic. Now they are old, getting old. So instead of buying new ones made of plastic, I'm using these ones made of glass. The cover is still made of plastic, but at least it's not all plastic. And this is my bag, one of them. You see?
Oh, this is so cute.
Yeah, I like it a lot, and I'm
Oh my
using
gosh.
these. I have one of these in all my bags. So when I go to school, when I go out with my husband, anytime I use those. And now, because of the pandemic, we need also to be careful with the masks. I know many places don't allow us to go in without these medical masks. I don't know the name in English. So if we have to wear one of these, okay. But whenever possible, try to use one made of cloth, a reusable, that we can wash and use again. Okay, that way we are also sparing the environment some plastic garbage. So these are some of them, and my what's this name? Reusable water bottle. Okay, so these are just some ideas, as I said, little changes I'm doing in my daily life that are not that complicated to do, and it will certainly have an impact. So, do you have any questions? Anything you
Yeah,
want to say?
yeah, Manel, just want to highlight this comment from Bernadine Gillis.
Oh,
I'm sorry
Bernadine
if
from
I'm,
Canada.
yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, so many support was coming to your way from our viewer. So, and there's the comment that our province of Nova Scotia, Canada, has banned all plastic bags. So when
Mm,
shopping, we all have to use paper or cloth, and initiative many other regions can and should replicate. Yeah,
mhm.
great.
You know
And
the problem? Sorry.
no, no, that's okay.
The
Yeah,
problem is that we in the last century, our grandparents, they believed on a circular economy. So everything they produced could be used again and again and again. And now we live in a linear
yeah.
economy. So everything we produce, we use and then we throw away. And that's the big problem. We need to rethink our way of living and make it, whenever possible, as much circular as possible. Otherwise, we are just wasting our planet's resources.
Wow, you just brought something new to think about. I have never thought about this perspective
Mhm.
before. This is amazing. Wow.
Because we live in a rush all the time. Um,
Fast food. Yeah,
yeah, fast
like
food. So we need to move
junk food.
quickly from one place to the other, and now I'm doing this and now I'm doing that. So we don't have time to stay at home and prepare proper meals, etc. So all
Yes.
this wrapping, this plastic culture was created to make our life easier. You know, I forgot to mention something that you may be interested, that could be interesting. Did you know that the plastic, that research that started in the 19th century, started to save the elephants from going
Really?
extinct? Yeah. So this was a quest
Wow.
to find an alternative to ivory, because people were using ivory, the you know the thing the elephants have,
Yeah,
um,
sure.
to use in many other stuff we produce. So plastic was created because they wanted to save the elephants, and now um, it's another problem. It's creating another problem. So
I didn't know that. This is
yeah.
something new to me. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, actually, I have just started using this dry shampoo and it's so great. I just want to share with my insights. I really enjoy this much better, much
Mhm.
better. And it's much healthier, yeah, for using this than the previous one.
So there's
Absolutely.
another Padlet with all those little changes you are making in your life. Maybe you can share that there.
I mean, I have already shared, but I want to do it again. So another sharing is coming. Yeah, there are so many comments. I just want to highlight and from Winnie and about the shampoo again, about the soap. You know, this is something really interesting, and everyone can have it. It's even less expensive than a regular one, like
Yeah.
bottle of shampoo. Yeah, shampoo. I wish we could have it too in our country. Amazing. Elisa, where are you from? Just want to ask you. I'm from Russia, you know, and I have found one. So it means that it's yeah, you can find it absolutely. Livrana, this is the name of the brand of natural brand of this dry shampoos, and I absolutely love this one. Just want to share with us. Yeah, and so Manila, would you like to mention that you're vegetarian? Because I'm totally inspired by this fact. So
Mhm.
am I. And
I am
so just share with your idea, yeah, about
I'm
this.
a vegetarian since I was around 6 years old.
Wow,
Because
this
when
is
I started learning, understanding what we're doing to the animals, I stopped eating meat. And it's a problem. It's a problem for me to really know what we're doing to those creatures over there. But okay, I respect people that eat meat. But one thing you can do, even fish, we should not consume so much. Okay, that's also another problem. We are uh, capturing too many fish, too much fish, too much of everything, you know. So to this demand of meat is creating another problem on many countries, because they are devastating the forests to grow the the food for the animals, you know. So we should not use that so much. We should also think, and then we throw away the food, and that would be another conversation when so many people are starving to death.
yeah, this is wow. Too much everything. Yeah,
And
this is the good expression for that. Absolutely. So I just want to check out this. Yeah. So Tanya, Tanya is shocked. She has never heard about this before. Yes, and so many new things you even brought today for me personally. Did know about the elephant and
yeah,
there is another question from Winnie that I want to highlight. Could you talk more about the fish net threats to the sea animals? How can
mhm.
we as students educated to help? So,
That's the problem. Fishing nets, some fishermen, they discard them on purpose. Sometimes they just lose them in the middle of the sea, and they pose a big threat to all sorts of species in the ocean. And you know, the material used to these fishing nets, it's very hard to cut. Okay, so they can't free themselves from those fishing nets. That's
Yeah.
another problem. How can we solve it? I don't know. Right now, we can try to collect a large quantity from the ocean, as that Dutch guy is doing. What's his name? I forgot. You know, that big boy collecting the. Oh, I forgot his name. He's a young man who
Josh
had this.
Traveler.
Sorry? No, no,
Josh
no, no, no.
Traveler. Oh, no, no. Oh,
It's a
sorry.
Dutch. It's a Dutch, not Deutsch. A Dutch student. Now he's no longer a student, and he created a giant buoy that is in
Mhm.
the ocean, and it's collecting the plastic in the middle. Okay.
Wow.
And one thing we need to do, in my opinion, is to scientists, the science community, scientific community, needs to come up with some other alternatives to this plastic. As I said, plastic is a wonder product. On the other hand, there's always a catch for that
Yeah.
product. So maybe it's a design problem. Maybe they should rethink the way they design these kind of products. I don't know. So I don't really know how we can solve the problem unless with time or changing the nets. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't know how we can solve that big
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Big one.
And it
Oh
makes
my gosh.
the animals very stressed. I read some other day about a whale, really stressed. She was pregnant, and she was trapped in a fishing net. So it's
Ah,
very sad to read this kind of news.
yes, absolutely. Just to spread this information, to invite Manuela much more times to your classrooms. This is one step that we can take. Yeah, because share with your students with these ideas. This is so essential, especially this is their future actually. Um,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, so sad, so sad. It's difficult to speak, but so hard. Um,
We
yeah.
were in a good place before the pandemic. This was having a momentum. Many people were looking at this as a serious problem, facing this.
Oh,
But then the pandemic came, and now because of the pandemic, much more plastic is being put in everywhere. So
everywhere. Yeah.
yeah, we need to start again.
This is so sad.
So packaging is also a big problem, as I mentioned. I'm just looking at to see if I forgot to mention something else. I
Would you
don't.
like to check menti.com this or
Oh,
it's
okay,
yeah,
okay.
just
I was forgetting about that. So
okay.
here we go. Let me see. Okay. What else? How would you describe this webinar? Thank you. And
Wow.
your comments. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, this is so great. Thank you for sharing with your comments. It's really
Mhm.
meaningful and wow.
So it's
Thank
just
you.
my share, the way I found to try to help, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do. As I said, I found my strength. I like to talk to people. I like to this online environment. So this is one of my strengths. So here I am. I like languages. I like speaking English. So here we are trying to. I'm trying to inspire, and all this came just because one teacher maybe have read one of my posts on social media about those projects I mentioned about the twinning project. So she asked me to talk about plastic pollution, and this is how all this was born.
Thanks to this teacher, and she sparked this. Yeah,
Oluvakemi,
that.
Oluvakemi Olurinola, it's her name. Oluvakemi Olurinola.
Oh my God. Oh, so I'm really thankful to her and to you because you are spreading and sharing with this. This is so powerful that you've shared and brought today because, oh, so difficult to speak when you can see these creatures and in plastic, in all these things that we usually use like daily.
Mhm.
Uh, we just need to change our mindset about
Yes.
this minimalism. So I just voting for this because it's really great that you can save your personal time, not for things that surround you, for food that we eat too much,
Mhm.
and but for something that really
Matters.
important
In
and
my,
matters
yeah.
absolutely.
In my journey, I met fantastic people like Bernadine from Canada. I've met Stormy Daniels, the primary
Yeah,
teacher in Texas. I've met another teacher in Russia, Elena, um, Samantha in Brazil, uh,
yeah, yes, Samantha.
Argentina. Oh, I'm trying to remember the names. I didn't write those down. In Bangladesh, um, I'm seeing the teacher. How uh, I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting the names of the teachers.
Don't
I'm
worry.
terrible with names, but you can find all those people, those great people that joined me on my quest to on this journey, and you can see here, Rayana. You
Oh,
see, they are all here. Preeti from India, Mandeep, many
oh,
people.
yeah, yeah,
By
yeah.
the way, my thoughts are with the Indian people
Janet is here.
because
Yeah, so many familiar faces. Great educators.
Anya from
Anya.
Poland,
Oh, yeah. She was a guest speaker here. Yeah,
uh,
Anya. She was sharing about
Rita
many
from
others.
Portugal, Elena from Russia, you see, Mira from Serbia,
Mira. Yeah, I haven't seen her for a long
uh,
time.
So John Kim from
It was
South.
so much time when Skype in the classroom, when we can all
Yeah, can
collaborate
be,
much more this
and get
way.
to know everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Penchan, Pacharin, she's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, I know
Pacharin
her.
is doing a wonderful work there. This used to be a teacher, but now he's a policeman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dean from the UK, Stormy Daniels.
Stormy, yeah.
And we also have a lot of supporters, people that this you saw some of the feedback from this teacher. You see, Samantha, Hanan,
Samantha, yeah.
Zoe from Egypt. You see, Anamika, Nalini,
Yeah,
Narayan.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
These people. Oh, this is the teacher, the other one I told you about, that created that big fish with plastic inside. And Raiza from Puerto Rico, Lori, Pinam One. No, this name is very difficult. I call her Pim. Elif
Oh,
from Turkey, Nam from Vietnam, many people. And when people have interesting work, they can share it here on this page I called Plastic Trackers. So if you want to inspire others with your actions later on, maybe why don't you share it with us? I can put you
yeah.
here on one of these tabs. I can create some more countries if needed, and you can see what people are really doing. So, for instance, Mexico, the Janet thing, the
Wow.
teacher, you see, she created a sway with her intervention in school. I'm passing on very quickly, you see. So many people here are sharing their work, and that way, maybe this is her, and maybe you can get inspired by their own example. That's the goal of this little page. And if you want to book a session, you can come here to this page, and book a lesson for yourself. You see this little thing, You can click here and book a session for your classroom. This is a link to this Calendly calendar. You just choose the date and the time, and that's it. I'm in Portugal, by the way, so same time zone as the UK. Okay, so
Wow, incredible work with your website. It's
you can explore all that, because if you follow the literacy link, you can find it. I don't remember if it is this one, this little one. I think it is, but if you try it,
is yeah, is this link in the Wakelet collection? Yeah, have you added this one
what link?
uh, to this website?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
It's
so
all the
Winnie,
sections, yes.
you can follow this Wakelet collection I've shared
Yeah,
twice
it's
with the
here.
link, and there are many links from Manuela and also her Wakelet collection will link. Yeah, so you can go and just
Mhm.
investigate it. There are lots of useful
So you see
information,
this
the
one
links, the
here.
contacts. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think that Winnie as well. She asked about the picture. You know, this background that we are
This
using
one,
today.
this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Could you share with a bit? Yeah, with
Oh,
this
this
picture. It's
one
so
was
beautiful.
created. Sorry, this one was created by Marika Bitsako. I'm not sure if I'm spelling the name right, saying the name right, from Greece. She created this just like that. I told her, well, maybe because she was showing me, sharing some work she's doing, because I think she's retired now. And she entertains herself by drawing these geometrical drawings, very beautiful and colorful ones. And
Wow.
I just said this comment, maybe one day you could create one of these for this literacy project. And the next day, she had this this drawing for me. So thank you so much, Marika, if you are watching, for
So
this
beautiful,
lovely
really.
drawing that summarizes what we're doing here. And she made also the elements, the chemical, is it chemical, the names H2, CO2, those elements on these letters you see there. Very, very interesting. And this is the debris on in the ocean, and the little fish, etc. So
Yeah,
very,
there's
very
another
cool.
comment for you. Interesting and inspirational presentation, Manuela, from MAP. This Paul from RO. I'm sorry, I didn't know this.
Romania.
Oh,
Paul Ursuta from Romania.
oh, yeah, yes, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know that
Is it
abbreviation.
Paul
Yeah,
Ursuta?
hello. I
Is it?
think Paul. Yeah, it's written Paul.
And then
Uh,
Ursuta?
Paul, please, could you introduce? Could you provide us some more details? Because it's so great that we can support each other this way, and when
Yeah,
we are supported, we are much more empowered by everything, and we can
exactly.
act. We can act. We can provide more actions like this, good actions.
So
Yes.
if it is Paul Ursuta, he's my partner, the one who created his team on Romania,
Oh.
in Romania created this octopus. That's the one I mentioned before. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh,
And
so
if you want,
great.
you can add your own collection on the Wakelet about whatever you are doing. You can also add here on this literacy global collection. This one I'm sharing now. You find this on the mother collection. All these are links to explore that you can follow. Okay, this is a notebook
Wow.
about this lesson. I created with all the links, the explanations I could think about, so you can read it and understand a little better what we are doing here.
Yes, this is Paul or Ursuta. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yay.
Oh, thank you.
Yay. Well, beautiful octopus. Yeah, I've heard that octopus, they are really intelligent. And
They have two
so you
brains,
just
so I'm
two.
told.
Two. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I hope I'm not saying anything stupid, but I think I read somewhere that they have two brains, or was it two hearts? I think it was two brains, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
Please
heard
check.
that there's. Okay. Please check it here, and could you provide some more details about this? Wow, there are some more good comments and really nice ones from Facebook users. So sorry, we can see the names from Facebook. Thank you very much. All the appreciation and respect from Egypt. Yay. Wow.
You know
Just
this
share the video. Yeah.
this
So
this
Manuela.
this Skype lesson made me connect with wonderful people from all over
Yeah.
the world,
Like
and
you
I
are.
know many of them by name because I also got inspired by what they did next, but by what they are already doing with their students. So it's amazing. The power of these global connections can be huge. So let's use it in our favor to address this problem. You were saying?
Wow. Such good words. Absolutely. There's a question from Nirmala, I guess, how to upload image in Wakelet via handphone. My students can't find edit or plus sign a symbol to upload the image. Are you mentioning the collection from Manuela? Manuela, are people able to download anything to your collection? You've showed me, because Nirmala, when you go follow the link that I brought, there is a collection from Manuela where you can go and you can there's a sub collection feature there. Yep, so this people can
How
add.
can how can I share this link with you? This is the link
Oh,
for people to contribute to the collection, right?
you can send it on Facebook. I can resend it. Yeah, or
Yeah.
yeah, but is it in the collection already? No, isn't
Uh,
it? This collection, I think it's, you have added this to our main collection, right?
yes, I had it to the main collection, but
Yeah, I've shared this collection in the comments, so you
but
can find it. And yeah,
can people already add their stuff there?
yeah, if you share it with your invite link, they can. Otherwise, they can't.
Ah, okay. So I don't know if I did that. I don't remember anymore, but I did.
I can do it once again. Yeah, just yeah,
This
Nirmala is interested in Skype lesson. This is
okay.
great. You can reach out to Manuela, because all the links to her websites and to her social medias, they are in the main collection. So you don't need to go to the others. All the links are there. Manuela is great, and this lesson must be in every classroom, I guess, provided like this, because students they must know this. Some of them they don't know, as we discussed with you, that here we live in the age of the earth in the north, and my students, they didn't know that when the rainforest is, it's cut it out, so it's not great for everyone, and we need to
Mhm.
protect everything. And it's
Sylvia Sylvia Earle is one of my heroes. She's a lady that is a oceanographer, and she has Mission Blue, I think, on Twitter account. And I like to whatever she publishes. I adore, and I completely agree. And she says, I forgot what I was saying. Oh my god!
things happen, don't worry. I think you're tired, because yeah, we are just here for more than 1 hour, and don't worry. Yeah, just take your time. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Completely forgot. It vanished. But you can
Oh,
follow her. She is a very smart old lady, and remarkable, very, very fantastic person. And she says we need to take care of the ocean. Every time we breathe, um, we are breathing the ocean. Some
oh
part
my
of
gosh,
our
so
air comes
powerful.
from oxygen, comes from the ocean. The other part, the other half, comes from forests like the Amazon.
Yes,
So we need to respect both. Otherwise, we won't survive. Okay, we
yes,
won't
yes,
survive without protecting the nature.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. yeah, no matter the fact on which part from which part of the planet you are, so we need to take these actions and take care of our planets and try to make it a better place for
Mhm.
living, even not maybe for us, but for our children, great great children. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
so, and that this is someone is asking about to get the access to the presentation. Sarab, I think, is asking about this. But I think you should better to invite Manuela to share about everything, because I know that there is a pollution crisis and there's a problem, but I didn't know so many great facts that Manuela has shared today. And with this passion, oh my gosh, it's presentation is, I think it's,
Yeah, I can gladly go to your classroom. I love joining classrooms all over
yeah,
the world.
so
I've
Sarab,
been in
yeah,
so
most welcome
many,
to
and
invite
I really love
Manuela.
the kids. And I have different presentations for according to the age range of the students. You know, it's not this one. This was more for a broader uh, audience. So when I go to classrooms, I usually use another presentation, a sway, and it's appropriate for the age of the kids.
Yes, yes, yeah. This is something that you need to reach Manuela, and because she has got lots of presentations, depends on the age of your students, and she can share. I know that you've got Kahoot, for instance,
Yes.
so your the students can
Mhm.
play in
In the
Kahoot
end, if people have
after
the
learning.
devices, they can play Kahoot or Time. Um, so I can meet people on any platform from Skype, Zoom, Teams, Meet, whatever. Just send me the link and I'll be there.
Yeah, Nirmala is here, and she said, "Fantastic! Looking forward to connect with the speaker." Yeah, of course. So it's something really good that you can do just to inform your students and to learn them this way. I think. Oh, so any last words, Manuela? Would you like to share anything that you would like to add?
Mhm. From all this, what I would like you to keep in mind is that we are all in this together. As we so many times heard during the pandemic, we are all in this together too, in this crisis, plastic crisis. And we can all contribute to the solution, as I mentioned, with small changes. Okay, small actions that we can do can certainly make the difference. If we spread the word, as you saw, I'm trying to do that, but I'm limited with time and technical conditions, whatever. So whatever you can do to raise awareness to this problem will certainly help. Little changes in your home also can have a big impact because you can inspire others to follow you. Okay.
So
Um,
everyone can take the steps, right? So
yes, and
everyone, it's really
it's not
easy.
really a drastic change in your life. I'm not asking for a drastic change. Okay, if you want to do a drastic change, go ahead, no problem. But if you decide to start small, that's okay, and you can have an impact as well. One other thing I'm not sure I mentioned enough is we are not going to solve the problem alone. We need our governments, okay? Legislation, this word is difficult.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
we
absolutely.
need hands. We need everybody on board, okay? So you can write to your politicians, you can write to the companies to change the way they present their products, okay? And they will listen because if they are politicians, they want to win the elections. If they
Yes.
are companies, they want to sell their goods. So we have this power as consumers. That's why I underlined that number 12 goal, the sustainable goals, because we as consumers, we have a big responsibility in this regard. So we don't need
Absolutely.
to create so much, such big amount of waste, and it starts from packaging. We can stop that.
Wow. So powerful. Thank you so much, Manila. It's such a
Yeah.
big
So
pleasure, yeah, that
demand,
you're here.
okay? Rise up, demand, change,
Yes,
and
yes,
learn whatever you can about this problem. Learn. Information is the most powerful thing we have in our possession.
absolutely. And don't forget to, I've shared with the invite link here to the collection. You can add, we can everything put into Manuela collection as well. And you can subscribe to Manuela's Instagram, Twitter, all the handles are here. And
Facebook
just
group, they could join
yes,
too.
literacy Facebook on Facebook. I have tagged you on my main page as well. You can find it really easily. Invite your students and spread this information to this world, to the world, because this is something good that we can do. These actions are really easy ones. So just
Mhm,
let's start keeping spread this information. So
mhm.
I think we are close to the final. Thanks everyone who joined us today, and I hope you enjoy this session. You can share with your insight. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yeah, you can take the screenshot and just publish it. Okay, so just on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, whenever you can tag Manila, you can tag myself. We'll be really proud of this, and because we are all in this together, better sharing mean caring, and means caring. Everything is great here. Just yeah, you can take this selfie right now with Manuela, because I think it's going to be so great. And you learned about octopus today. Yeah, they're super intelligent indeed. And yeah,
Yeah. Thank you, Anna, for doing
oh,
this, for this invitation.
thank you.
It's a
I didn't
great
do anything
opportunity.
actually. It's your
Yeah.
it was absolutely your work here, and thank you so much,
But
Manuel.
it
Thank
was a
you.
great opportunity to share about this, what I'm
You
doing.
have a great
Yeah.
community, yeah, and what you did is absolutely
Mhm.
inspiring.
Yeah.
So I guess I hope you have made and took your selfie. So we're going to say bye bye to everyone. And Manuela, please stay there. We're going to take
Okay.
selfie with you
I will.
in a private way. So thanks everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week. Stay safe. I hope that you are staying safe. And teachers from India, I've heard some bad news that can be spreading there. So stay
Yeah.
safe and keep staying safe. We are for you here, and just yeah. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this session and all the context and Wakelet collection. You can reach me out if you couldn't find this. I could share the link again and again, and I'm going to attach it on Wakelet Educators for Sure group. So thanks again to everyone, and bye bye. See you next time.
Thank you
Bye.
for sparing your time.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, and bye.